This is our official trailer reaction to Washington Black on Hulu, starting right now.
Welcome to Halifax.
Dang it.
Last stop on the Underground Railroad.
Oh,
Everybody step off with their own story. Boy, do I got one for you. A story about a young man and the boy he used to be.
hold up. I'm not mad at it. It just like I sense strong message coming in this movie.
Yeah, when you
Just the
started off,
scene and the way he talked
yeah.
and just like the
Boy,
look
I
in the
got a
camera.
story for you, boy. Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes off those vibes, man. But yeah, so yeah, I agree.
All right. Not mad at it. Yeah. Just
Okay.
just pointing that out.
Yeah.
All right. Unpausing now.
Tell me your name.
George Washington Black.
How did you do
Pianos.
that? He's a clever one, isn't he? You're going to be working with me from here on out. We must leave. Do you understand? It is time to fly.
Okay, stop. So not only is it a message, but it's based on a novel. They had, yeah, it's starting very slow. But I see there's elements here. They probably should start with this stuff here that they're about to get into a little bit first to show why you care. If you never read the book and you ain't
Mhm.
down for old time Negro spiritual, let's show me the action first,
Yeah.
right? And then sneak the message in there. So that's just my 2 cents on it.
I also got to say, in the audio, they turned those dolphins up kind of loud.
Oh yeah, they were squeaking, weren't they?
Hey, I'm Dolphin, boy. You hear me? This sound like dolphin to you? Sound like goldfish? It's dolphin, baby.
I love it. Yep,
Gotta
I
get-
agree.
All right, unpausing now.
Big fella come in on the ferry looking for a black man. George Washington Black.
We're both dreamers. Can't we dream up a different world? I've been passing as a white woman.
Your marriage to McGee is vital to our survival.
That young woman would burn down the world to find you.
Death can't frighten us.
He ain't gonna leave till the job is done. You are the job.
Surrender to no one.
Okay, pause. So yeah, I think there's some stuff here, right? I think with all this traveling and stuff. What was the movie? Remember Forrest Gump? Remember how they had that part where he was all these different scenes? You never seen the world unless you've seen it from Forrest Gump's eyes, right? That's probably how they should have started this, right? And then get into the whole, he gonna get you, boy, of it all. But I think you got to get into he's in the desert, he's in the snow, he's flying. Why didn't you start that first? I don't know.
Yeah, that was kind of. I did like that shot of him, throwing the little zeppelin down the line.
Yeah. He's, I think that's where they're getting at, right? This is a guy who led an extraordinary life, but why they have to do there? And let's get to the exciting part. And then, you come a long way, boy. And then you show him,
Yeah.
got to throw that boy in there, like he's high on the hog, having a good time. You come a long way, boy. Oh, and you show him, slavery times, yeah, something like that. So
Yeah, they got enough shots of the savior guy too. Like, I'll help you out of it.
yeah. Okay.
All right, continuing.
Yep.
All right, unpausing now.
Only way black folk gonna climb this mountain is if we pull each other along. This just ain't his story. It's our story.
I'm going to change the world.
And that's what you're gonna do.
Huh. Okay, it's a series.
And then that's the all episodes. So that tells you they're just gonna burn it off real quick because Hulu doesn't do that usually. They kind of give you pieces and or once a week. So this is kind of like a burn off, so that's probably why they didn't put a lot of time into marketing it.
Sure.
So business 101. See, it's just everything is a reason. Uh yeah, man, it has potential. But I wish they kind of led with the more adventure side of it. I mean, I don't know. People who's this for, right? I don't think a lot of folks want to see 12 Years a Slave or what's the other ones out there, Roots or stuff like that anymore. I think people want to be uplifted. So start with that first and then maybe, show the where he's at and then go
Mhm.
back and show that. And then that way people can say, okay, this is an uplifting type of slave narrative, if you will. But it's just, and Sterling K. Brown to be executive producer of this, I mean, yes, it's a message and all that powerful and all that, but I wonder, he's an interesting actor. I don't know if you ever seen some of the stuff he's in. He's always brings something interesting, unique. You think he's going to be one way, but there's always a twist on it, right? A
Yeah.
little tinge in all he does. And so I was wondering if he thought about this project, he probably thought about that, right? Maybe he was thinking this is more of an uplifting slave narrative, but the trailer doesn't tell you that. So I would give this a
Well,
C.
yeah.
I'm giving this a grade C because it's just not he's not portraying that upliftingness until like the end, but they probably should start with that to kind of draw you in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't know what this is about. I mean, I know what it's. I know what the story, the premise is, and everything, but it feels like there's a fair bit of. And you got to remember when a lot of these movies get put out, you can't just make them unapologetically black. It's coming from a a system that wants a lot of white people to buy tickets too. So they cater to that side of things where it's like, hey, we're helping these people come from these terrible places that you know we're responsible for, and now you know, look, there's this kid who's a genius and everything. See, everything's good.
Mhm.
There's this and the white savior thing and the whole
Well,
whitewashing.
clever.
There's a lot.
You're clever.
He's so clever, man. I'm clever. I'm gonna die. What you talking about? Get out of my face.
You're a smart one, aren't you? You're not like all the rest.
Yeah, and I'm malnourished and still doing this. Man, get out of here. F is wrong with you.
You better
Messing
back up
around with me,
off me, son. You don't know where I'm from.
messing around with me and my enslaved people. Actually, he may know where he's from. That's
'Cause
the
he bought him.
unfortunate part.
He bought him.
Oh man, I shouldn't have said that. Yeah,
Anyway. Yeah, so I gave it a C for marketing. What do you think on the story side?
yeah. I was hesitating on this 'cause I didn't know where to land it. You know what? I can't give it a B. Uh, I don't want to drop down to D status because there's
Ooh.
just too much unknown. So we are talking about his trailer here, not the actual product itself. But I think the trailer, it's a little tired. I don't know who this. You know what? Real quick, let me find out. This book is called Washington Black. It's the third novel by Canadian author. Oh, okay. Her. Interesting. You know what? I've run across her before. And just because of that, I'll give it a C.
Okay. Yeah. So
Just because of the trailer. So
yeah.
regardless of how the story is coming across or whatever,
Yeah, I saw another show like this. It was
trailers
called
got
yeah, I
trailer
saw
needs to be
another
strong.
yeah, I saw another show like this. It was called Layer Cake. I didn't want to watch it because I saw the trailer. I said, oh, it's about this, this whole trauma and all this stuff. But actually, it was really good the way they set it up. So sometimes these stories based on novels are really good because there's a lot of layers into a novel and
Yeah.
character and mystery where TV, and TV shows can get into some of that, but the trailer didn't give it that portrayal. But when me and my wife watched it, I was like, wow, that's a better show than I thought it would be. So if you ever get a chance, check out Layer Cake. It's definitely
Okay.
good.
Yeah, and anybody, if you are listening, and you've read the book, because we're running across a lot of these book adaptations and adaptations from other things. If you have some history on the book that we should know about, or we should check it out, if we should, shouldn't, what we're in for, let us know all that. That's really interesting stuff, and we do like to have those comments with you.
Yeah. And
Cool.
I apologize. It wasn't called layer cake. It was called it's called black cake. So sorry.
Yeah, layer cake is something else.
Yeah, something else is called black cake. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah. So sorry. Shout out to it. Yeah.
I paused. I was like, but I'm not sure. Okay, black cake.
Black cake. Get it right, Theo. All right,
Well,
man.
we do have. Please like, subscribe, and comment. We do have other videos. I mean, a full podcast even, and other trailer reactions. So be sure to check that out. And we thank you for joining us.